Welcome once again to our course in entrepreneurship. This is the second lecture. And this evening, I'm just basically going to walk you through the topics we are going to discuss in this course for the next 6 months. So I get to understand what you are going to learn. Then probably you can also start doing some readings around it in preparation for other lectures that are going to come up. So let me just share my screen and then we can just run through topics we'll be discussing. So as I said, we are going to look at the topics in this course. As you may be aware, this is a 6 months course which is going to be purely online. So you'll be required to watch the videos and then answer questions as assignments and then submit them for marking. This marks will then accumulate to earn you a certificate, as that is independent will give you a certificate as an internal certificate just to certify that you've taken a course, and then you write the WAEC exam, which is external exam, to also get a certificate, which is of a higher value that can help you proceed to do entrepreneurship at a tertiary institution, or even use a certificate to search for a job. So in this course, we'll be discussing these topics. We'll do an introduction to entrepreneurship, that is topic 1. And under this topic, we'll look at concepts of entrepreneurship, historical perspective of entrepreneurship, basically how the whole idea of entrepreneurship came about. We'll look at the history behind it. Then we'll also look at entrepreneurial roles and rewards. What are the roles that entrepreneurs play in an economy, and what rewards or benefits are they going to gain from going or taking up an entrepreneurship venture? What are the gains you're going to acquire from it? We also look at characteristics of an entrepreneur. What identifies a person as an entrepreneur? We look at all that. Then the types of entrepreneurs you have, we look at them. There are various types of entrepreneurs. We'll look at the types, get to understand them so that we can easily identify which entrepreneur type that's a business or an individual is. Then we also look at the myths and barriers to entrepreneurship. What are some of the myths around entrepreneurship? It is said that entrepreneurs are born, entrepreneurs are made. How true are those statements? We look at all that, and then also look at the barriers to entrepreneurship, challenges that entrepreneurs face in the attempt to set up and manage their own businesses. We look at all that in topic 1. Then in topic 2, what is the entrepreneurial processes? We'll be looking at the processes of starting as an entrepreneur, the stages that you go through. So stages in entrepreneurship, then idea generation. If you're an entrepreneur, certainly you'll be following some form of an idea. How do you generate that idea to start a business? Then we also look at opportunity evaluation. Entrepreneurs take opportunities and then create businesses out of them. How do you evaluate an opportunity to be able to tell that this opportunity can lead to a business venture that will profit in the future? We'll also discuss resourcing under this topic. Resourcing, basically, how do you mobilize resources to take off a business venture? We'll discuss this under topic 2. Then actualization, implementation, and information of a venture. You have an idea. How do you actualize it or implement that idea? You're going to form a business venture, or how do you go about implementing that idea? We'll discuss all that. And then harvesting and growth. Certainly, when you start a business, you want the business to grow. So what are the various options available to an entrepreneur when it comes to growing his business? Are you going to form a partnership? Is it going to be a joint venture, merger, or acquisition of some other business? We'll discuss all that under this topic. Then topic 3 will be strategic tools for growth. So you want to grow. You want a business to become big, but there are certain tools that you will need to understand to help you decide on the strategy to take in growing your business. So we'll be looking at the unsolved growth metrics, the BCG metrics, and the SWOT analysis. All these are theories that you will need to understand and apply them to your business to help you decide the path of growth when you enter into any business venture. Topic 4 will be small business administration. As an entrepreneur, certainly you start from somewhere. So at a point in time, your business can be considered as a small business. How do you manage it? So we'll be discussing issues like understanding and explaining what a small business is, identify the characteristics of a small business. How do you determine that, oh, this is a small business, this is a big business, or this is a business that's growing? How do you identify all that? Then also look at, explain the challenges faced by small businesses and then strategies to overcome them. What are the challenges that small businesses are facing? And what do you need to do to be able to overcome those challenges? We'll discuss all that under this topic. Then also explain the significance of small businesses in an economy. We have a lot of small businesses around. You also want to start your business. What is the significance, or what is the importance of these businesses when it comes to our economy? We'll discuss all this under this topic. Topic 5 will be business structure and business life cycle. So we'll be looking at the structures of the businesses, understanding the forms of business structures we have, and identify and explain the stages of business life cycles. Every business starts from a particular point and then it grows. What are the stages that it goes through? We'll discuss all that. And then we'll also look at planning for succession. This is something that I consider very key when it comes to entrepreneurship. A lot of people have businesses and then they manage on their own. When they are no more, the business too is no more. But as an entrepreneur, you should also plan for succession so that when you are not there, somebody can take up the business and run it. The business will not collapse when you are no longer available. We'll discuss how to do all the succession plans. Topic 6 will be creativity in entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is purely about creativity. So we'll be discussing that. We'll look at creativity, innovation, and then invention. What are the differences between these three words? When you say creativity, what is it? When you say invention, what is it? When you say innovation, what is it? Be able to explain and then identify an idea, determine where it falls when it comes to these three categories. We also look at identify the source of innovation, identify the barriers to creativity, and then intellectual property. What is it and how to protect it? When you start a business, with your own idea, it becomes your property. How do you protect that to ensure that somebody, so to speak, doesn't steal your idea? We'll discuss all that in this course. Topic 7 will be the business environment of the entrepreneur. Every entrepreneur works within an environment. You set up a business within an environment and then you operate within that environment. So we'll be looking at the internal or the micro environment of an entrepreneur, and also look at the external or the macro environment. How does it impact on your business? We'll discuss all that. Then topic 8 will be budgeting and finance. So we'll look at how to develop a budget so that we'll be able to explain what a budget is and then be able to prepare your own budget. And we also look at business financing. What are the sources of financing available to an entrepreneur? The advantages and disadvantages of all the sources of financing. We'll be looking at all that in this course. Topic 9 will be business plan development. Since most of us will have the intention of setting up our own businesses, there is therefore the need for us to look at preparing a business plan. So on topic 9, we'll look at that. Identify and explain the factors to consider in developing a plan. Then explain the benefits of a business plan. And when we are done with all this, we'll write a business plan. Practically, you will have to write a business plan. We'll discuss it, and then so that when you are out there in the world and you want to start a business, you know exactly how to go about planning a business. You can write a nice business proposal. We'll discuss all that when we get to topic 9. Topic 10 will be communication for entrepreneurs. So we'll discuss communication skills, identifying and then explaining the basic communication skills for an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you need to develop good communication skills to help your business grow. So we'll discuss that, and then also look at communication tools. What are the communication tools available to an entrepreneur? So when it comes to the tools, we'll be looking at some tools like letters, report writing, proposals, and then advertisements. How to write proposals. And then reports. As a businessman, you should be able to write reports. You should be able to write good proposals. And then also be able to do advertisements. So we'll discuss all that under this topic. Then under topic 11, we'll be looking at information systems for entrepreneurs. The need for an information system. If you're an entrepreneur in this day and age, you need to adopt some form of information system to be able to develop your business to grow. So we'll discuss that and then look at the various tools available to an entrepreneur. These days, if you want your business to grow, you should always be on the internet, using social media to promote your business. We'll discuss all that in this course. Then our last topic, that is topic 12, we'll look at procedures for registering a business. So I'm very certain that by the time we go through this course, most of us will have the desire, a burning desire to set up our own businesses, because we have looked at all the aspects of entrepreneurship, what you need to do to be able to set up your own businesses, and then what you need to look out for, the advantages and disadvantages, so you know the steps to take. So by the end of this course, I know most of us who desire to set up our own businesses. So we'll be discussing the procedures and documentations needed to register a business, all that you need to register a business, and then we'll also be looking at the specific documents required to operate businesses. So if it is an IT business that you need you want to run, what are the specific permits and documents you need to be able to establish that business? If you want to run an educational institute, what are the permits needed to run that business? So we'll be discussing all this under this topic. And I can assure you that it's going to be an interesting time. So let's prepare ourselves to kickstart this course. If you have any questions on these topics, if there's something that you need further clarification on, just go on to your student portal, that is ED Penia Students Portal, put your questions there, and then it will be answered. Our next class will start looking at introduction to entrepreneurship. We'll be looking at the various concepts, and then from there you start having the assignments. So I encourage you to prepare yourselves. At least with this short lecture, I've exposed you to the various topics that you will be discussing. So I encourage you to start reading around them. So when we start the course, you'll be able to understand and then follow. Thank you and have a good evening.